want to point out one thing. I'm speaking to fellow Christians. I was raised Catholic. I'm a Christian girl. When something like this happens to you, like this assassination attempt, and you say something like God was watching me, that is a very unchristian thing to say because it's very narcissistic. What about Corey? What's his name? Compertore, the fireman who also got killed.
I don't know. I think some Christians.
What about all those guys who got killed on Sandy Hook?
Okay, I
all
can't
of those
deal with
people
her right now.
That's
Joyless Gay Bar, as Kane has said, from The View. Yeah. And she's like, well, you know, that sounds very narcissistic. So are you doubting the omnipotence of God, Joy, you big old Christian, you? I mean, there's many things I think about Joy Behar, but her being a person of faith is not one of them. Welcome back to the program. Dana Loesch here with you. The Lord put a hand over my mouth. I'm telling you what, because times like these, I was made for times like these. I really gotta turn on the nice girl filter because, oh man. What an ignorant thing to say. Can you just go on TV? I get it that you got to sit here and rustle the jimmies of your viewers, of your base, which are a bunch of apparently disgruntled bitches that just watch this show for who knows whatever reason. Why does anybody watch The View? Is it to try to fill the hole in your life that a frenemy that you could barely tolerate because they were dating someone in your friend group and you would go out for dinner or drinks and you would just let them run their mouths? Is it to fill that hole in your life? Because I have no idea why anybody would watch this program. Do you? Would you ever want to be friends with the type of woman that is like represented by that program? No.
I watch it like I watch, racing.
I don't watch it for the same reason that I avoid like rusty nails, or puddles that look suspiciously disease filled. That's the same reason why I avoid watching that program.
I watch it just for the entertainment value of all the stupid things they say. It's entertaining sometimes.
I mean, I just can't believe people just say this type of stuff. Like, well, he's now real Christian. What does the matter with you? Golly.
She's the new arbiter of all things moral.
Yeah, I'm telling you what. They don't know how to react to this. So they're just, this is the type of stuff that they have no idea how to react to it. It's weird because you have half of the left that's going, well, wait a minute now. Actually, I would divide them in three groups. You have one half of the left that's like, okay, there's something happening here, and this is some pretty powerful stuff. And then you have the middle group that are like, well, I don't know. I mean, it could be a conspiracy theory. And then you have this kind of stuff. Can we play this, just like the first part of this Mark Zuckerberg audio? Because it's the reaction of people that I think we assume maybe are on the left. Maybe they're a little bit more centrally located than they are leftist leaning. But the left does not know how to deal with people like this, leaving the thought plantation. Listen.
I've done some stuff personally in the past. I'm not planning on doing that this time. And that includes, not endorsing either of the candidates. Now, look, I mean, there's obviously a lot of crazy stuff going on in the world. I mean, the historic events over over the weekend. And I mean, on a personal note, it's, seeing Donald Trump get up after getting shot in the face and pump his fist in the air with the American flag is one of the most badass things I've ever seen in my life.
So that's Mark Zuckerberg doing an interview in what looks to be a Hobbit house. I don't even know what that is, but it's so weird. It's just, everything is so weird when he does these interviews. But, you have stuff like this. You have stuff like that. You also have, I mean, they don't know. Audio soundbite 25. Van Jones, who I'm not a fan of because he was a 9/11 truther. Van Jones, who made, I think, the people at whatever network he's on very upset when he said this. This is audio soundbite 25.
So that's why people are so mad about it.
We are like minutes away from Hulk Hogan, Dana White, and Donald J.
All right, so who do they want to run against? Let's talk about that.
I want to say
so we can have an academic.
You know what?
I want to say something. This spirit that this guy has, you guys think this because he's drunk? He's not. This whole thing is like this. And hey, listen. Hey, guys. The last time I was in a convention that felt like this was Obama 2008.
I got to tell you, the convention, like in 2012, the 2012 convention was, the 2016 convention was even kind of meh, but I think also stagecraft. But 2012 was boring as all get out. Oh my gosh, it was one of the most boring conventions ever. and I was physically at the convention. It's very, very boring. I think people are noticing this, and that's the left doesn't know how to deal with it. So they do stuff like this. Audio soundbite 29. Simone Sanders. Wait a minute. Wasn't she like Jill Biden's person? Is she at MSNBC now? I don't know where these people go to. They're like diseases. They just keep getting spread amongst the same recipients. Where are they? I don't even know what network this is. Oh, once you hear the audio soundbite, my cutting critique is warranted. Audio soundbite 29. Listen to this.
Sickened by the prop that was Mr. Compertore.
Exactly.
Can't say his name.
Compertore, yeah.
Compertore. I was sickened by them using him as a prop, his firefighter jacket, and then they spelled the man's name wrong. And so he said, oh, we're so grateful that the fire department sent this to us. These are local dang on dollars, okay? This is not, Chicago Fire. Angela Bassett ain't about to come out. They don't got their names on the back of the jacket. It's like, who are you fooling? But then they put the name on it and they spelled it wrong. I was just kind of
that was literally his jacket. Again, USA Today fact checked this. That was literally his jacket that was at the fire department. That's how it was spelled there. And there are photos of it that USA Today has published. And maybe if Simone Sanders was not looking in the mirror at herself, trying to figure out her best angle for her best viral soundbite, and maybe put a little bit more effort into researching the topics that she was assigned by the cable news network that is slumming it by having her on, then maybe she would understand that and provide a little bit more of an honest analysis of the evening. But instead what you get is trash from trash people with trash opinions, trash awareness, trash education, trash, trash, trash. The family sent that up. Who are you to criticize what this family, who lost their father because of rhetoric like the type you support, who are you to sit here and question what the family is doing? I get it that you guys are losing your backsides and that you overplayed your hand and that you're over your skis or whatever other analogy you want to offer to show how stretched out you are beyond any reason. I get that you're freaking out right now and you've got this desiccated old racist in the White House. And I can actually say that with validity, because when you eulogize a Klan member, when you drop slurs on air, when you bemoan the integration of everybody in schools because you're a big champion of segregationism, and you drop words like, I don't want my kids, growing up in a racial jungle, as Joe Biden has said on television before. Then that's all you have, and that's your best hope, and you're free. I can see why you're freaking out right now. When identity politics is falling apart before your very eyes and you have nothing left but a bunch of hammers and sickles of different accords, yeah, I get it that you're freaking out right now. But that's no excuse for you being a garbage human. It's just shameful. These people have no self-awareness. They have no sense of shame. I'm done with it. And quite frankly, I enjoy watching them just writhe.